Good evening. I am Marga Florid with breaking news in the financial sector. One of the worst performing sensor producers in the history of the market, Digby International's US and Spanish entities have decided to split. Management differences have plagued the company from the very beginning. Today, here we have the presidents of both parties to discuss what really caused the rupture. From the Spanish division we have Javier Valenti, and from the American division we have Bill Najam. So, Mr. Najam, let's go back to the beginning now and discuss Digby's strategy and where it went wrong.
Well, the language barrier and the cultural barriers were problems right off the bat. Listen guys, this is what we think our strategy should be. We're going to operate in the sensor industry as a differentiator with a high technology focus. We want to enter the market as a leader in size and performance sectors right off the bat, and to eventually dominate the high-end market with our new product, Dan, which is going to come out in the third year.
Exactly. By focusing heavily on the 3 niche markets and minimally on the 2 larger ones, we're going to gain a first mover advantage in our focus areas, and then we'll quickly become the industry leaders over our competitors. We think the low end and the traditional markets, they have the highest market share, but they're going to be the most competitive. So let's stay out of them for the most part and go high end and size. So with high R&D expenditures in years 1 through 3, we want to have the most elite products in our 3 areas.
Our R&D department will be essential to maintaining a dominant position on the perceptual map. We also want to focus on raising our margins by investing gradually in automation in all 3 focus areas. What do you guys think about our strategy?
Say in Spanish. Estrategia. Estrategia.
Mr. Valenti, when did you first start having problems with the American leadership of this company?
Did you see our first round results? Those Americans are idiots. Once we got the translator at the group meeting, we finally realized that they didn't even plan on competing in the 2 largest markets. Cago en la madre que los parió. After the disaster in the first year, we took over the company and decided to try and compete in the low end and traditional markets. Oops. We figured we could use them as cash cows in order to self-invest and decrease our leverage.
After changing the strategy, why did you still underperform?
After the Spaniards took control of the company, things started getting really bad. We were spending way too much money, without any type of focus, and trying to compete in all markets equally. Plus they kept taking siestas like every single time we tried to meet.
Yo, what time is it? It's like 4 o'clock already. Are we supposed to meet at just after 3? Where are these guys? What are they doing?
I never know what they're doing.
I don't know what they're doing. Let me call them.
Yeah? Hello? Oh, yeah, now I'm taking a siesta. So, see you later.
We should have continued to focus on our original strategy, especially after we had invested so much money during the first round. Finally, after we sucked for the next 3 years, the Spaniards came around and agreed to get rid of the low-end and traditional product lines in order to focus on our top producers in the high-end size and performance. It may have been a little bit too late by that point, but they just didn't understand.
And as por putas americanas and the stupid decisions in the first round, we couldn't compete with Chester, Baldwin and Ferris in the traditional and low-end segments. Those 3 companies had been profitable in each of the first 3 rounds, and were able to invest their profits heavily in marketing and R&D. Because they beat us the economies of scale, they were able to snatch up a lot of our market share early on. In the meantime, we were losing money each year and had to do something to free up some capital, so we sold off production in the low end and traditional products.
In recent years, especially this past fiscal year, you seem to have turned around the company and are finally making money. So what changes did you make in order to facilitate this turnaround?
After the bad experience with American managers, we took again control of the firm and decided to invest reasonably. DP was having losses for the last 6 years, so we decided to invest in marketing to increase sales, as we had a lot of inventories, little awareness and even smaller market share. We needed to boost our sales. We also decreased the spending in production, sold unit workforce, because we were producing double what we were selling. We began to cut costs, especially labor and material costs, by increasing our TQM spending. Finally, we made more realistic sales forecasts. that allow us to decide what amount of money to spend, how to finance the firm, and how to reduce the amount of costs.
If the company was to stay together, do you think you could continue this profitability? And if so, what would your strategy be for the future?
I think if we were to continue together, we would definitely try to stick to one strategy and plan for the long term. We'd probably continue increasing our spending on marketing because oftentimes we had the best product but the least sales. We'd also pay more attention to our customer survey ratings that were often terrible. I think if we had stayed together, we would continue to be profitable and in a few years maybe be at the top of our focus areas.
If there are such good prospects for the future, then why are you splitting up?
Why wouldn't I work with the Spaniards again? Because they're idiots. They don't understand anything.
Alright, this is your capstone manual, alright? I highly suggest you read the manual, alright? If you want to get a good what? If you want to get a good grade, you should read the manual, alright? This is it.
Does he speak in English? I don't.
Yeah, he said, you know, if you want to get a good grade on the capstone, you should read the manual.
We would like to read that for next.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
So we have to do nothing for next Thursday?
So we don't have to...
Yeah, I guess, yeah, sure, nothing.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Americanos. Americanos. Con 7 años por bandas sin tiempo para todavía no cortan mal si no fuera un velero mercantil.
The Spanish? I went over there. I had a great time. Great food. It was really, really relaxing. But why would I work with them? I mean, they don't know anything about business. I mean, come on.
Els americans, aquests putos americans que es pensen que ho saben tot i no saben res. No sé ni com acabarà el trimestre aquí. Oh, mare de Déu.
Don't we have like a Strat policy project tomorrow?
Differentiation, kind of scope, kind of scale, marketing, finance, TQM, how is it the name in R&D? Yo! What's going on? We're walking on the capstone too.
I know. I just don't feel good.
Well, you don't feel good, I don't care. We just said that we're gonna work that. And we just said like 1 week ago and we go to work hard on that.
Well, there you have it. Just another example of how difficult it is to have an international business. I am Marga Florid with today's financial news.
¿Qué? Oh my god. No entiendo nada.
No comprendo, no understand nothing.
Estrategia? Strategy.